Well, hello there. It's Dr. Brian McKay, not just a chiropractor, Stamford, Darien, and Norwalk, New Canaan. Again, apologies for the long title. You can actually blame Google because you need to have geotags in your title if you're going to get heard or listened or indexed properly. So don't blame me, blame them. All right, what I want to talk about today is called headache hypocrisy. Headache hypocrisy. What does that mean? Well, if you got headaches, migraines, sinus headache, stress headache, just go through the whole list. There is a pill out there for you, or so you believe. And I want to tell you that good old fashioned chiropractic care will relieve the majority of your headaches. Migraines, sinus, ocular, oral headaches, one side, left side of your head headaches, right side of your head headaches, all of these different types of headaches could have potential solution. Potential because not everyone's going to get better with chiropractic care. But here we have a low cost way of addressing headaches on a much more permanent basis. Yet, there's not a doctor out there who's going to tell you, well, maybe you get a few medical doctors, I mean, who are going to tell you to go see a chiropractor for your headaches. Why? Because they aren't trained to do so. They do not understand that chiropractors do have a role in the healthcare continuum. I mean, if we don't help you, don't come back. Don't expect results overnight. When you start taking Nurtec because one of the Kardashians tells you to take it, guess what? You'll be taking it for the rest of your life. I mean, they got an annuity. So there's a big incentive for big pharma to have you get onto a medication and stay on a medication for a long period of time. And what happens is they're not always being that truthful. I just read a book called The Sickening, and the doctor who wrote The Sickening is a medical doctor, and he got fed up with big pharma. Okay, big pharma, your Pfizer, Eli Lilly, Bayer. Um, there's another. I'm about to go with each name of them. Sanofi. So what they do is basically they come up with a new blockbuster drug. How do they arrive at the blockbuster drug? Well, pretty much they go in, they fund a study. Most studies are done these days are paid for by the drug companies. So guess how the results are going to be if the study is paid for by the drug company. Now, what happens is they do a study, they now take the study that they pay for, they provide the data to a contract research organization. Once again, a CRO, contract research organization. Sounds all well and good and above board. However, most of these contract research organizations or CROs are owned by advertising companies. Yes, advertising companies. So the FDA allows Big Pharma to come in, do a study, and present only the data that they feel they want to show in the results. So you could have like 20 different data points, but the Big Pharma only has to show you the five or six that they want to show you, not the other 14 if there were 20. Maybe there's 100 data points. I'm not sure. I'm just giving you an example here. The book is called The Big Sickening, or The Sickening, and it's a fantastic book. I urge you to read if you have any, if you doubt anything I'm saying here. It opened my eyes. I've always felt that Big Pharma has had a stranglehold on the American healthcare situation. The doctor wrote the book. His name escapes me because I read it about 6 months ago. His idea is that's where you can control the cost, the skyrocketing cost of healthcare. Big Pharma can charge whatever they want. As a matter of fact, during Obama's Affordable Care Act, the one congressman wrote into the law that the United States government had to pay 100%. There was no negotiating of drug fees, of the cost of prescription medications. Now, soon after he left Congress, he got a job making several $1 million a year working for the drug lobby, the pharmaceutical lobby. So you can't tell me big business doesn't have a big role to play. A law that just, you know, like I was just saying, I'm not saying that medication's bad. I'm just saying they're getting away with murder. They've been documented studies. As a matter of fact, Pfizer was once sued. I think they spent they were fined $20 billion, but they made $60 billion off the medication because 60,000 Americans died from cardiovascular incidents from taking a drug called Vioxx or Bextra. This is going back well over 20 years. So yeah, they took it on the chin. They paid a fine, but they still made money. And what happened with that thing is called a COX-2 inhibitor. Now, COX-1 inhibitors would be more like your Advil or Aleve. Well, the COX-2 inhibitors were supposed to be really, really good for you because they limited gastrointestinal damages that would be normally associated with COX-1 inhibitors. So what happens now is this great blockbuster drug comes out, everybody's on it, but there's a lot more strokes, blood clots, heart attacks, cardiovascular instances that they attributed 60,000. So 60,000 people died as a result of this, and the medication was no more effective than COX-1 inhibitors. So a lot more expensive. You get pumped up, you get the drugs rep going into the doctor's office saying, hey, we got this new great drug. Here's a copy of the Lancet. Lancet is the British journal, medical journal. We have the American Medical, JAMA, Journal of Medical Association. We have New England Journal of Medicine. So all these places have, this is where the doctors get their information from. So the doctor reads it in the journal, it's got to be true. But here's what happens is the journals make their money by selling reprints back to Pharma, Merck, Pfizer, Eli Lilly, Sanofi, all the drug companies. So you have to understand there's a really insidious, almost criminal element to healthcare, and that's why the costs are so high. You know, when they come out with a new medication like for called human analogs. Human analogs were for diabetes. So they had the standard one that's worked pretty good for most forever. The new one comes out, the cost is 100 times more expensive. And guess which ones everybody's taking? 100 times more expensive. Now, one of the sad things is some people can't afford the new one and they can't get the old one. So you got to start questioning why is TV filled with advertisements for every different type of medication? So there's a reason advertisers aren't going to promote chiropractic. There's no profit motive for them. So I get that. Listen, we get it. There's no profit motive. Well, so be it. But chiropractic care is a natural way to relieve headaches. Pressure on the base of your brainstem can cause you to have terrific, horrific headaches, robbing you of quality of life, robbing you of a good night's rest, the ability to enjoy your children, the ability to enjoy your spouse, work, you name it. Bad headaches can interfere with the quality of your life. Taking a pill to dumb it down, maybe you need to take it. That's okay. But the idea here is there's a natural way to address headaches, and that's chiropractic care. So if you have any questions on headaches, I'm more than happy to spend time with you at my off hours. I don't care where you're from. I'm in Darien, Connecticut, 203-656-3636. 203-656-3636. Give us a call, and we'll see. Maybe I can guide you to a chiropractor in your area. But chiropractic care is a very effective way to eliminate headaches and get back the quality of your life. I urge you to just question, but again, what I said earlier is a big link. Pharma pays for the study. It gives the data. It only has to give the data it wants to show. So, I mean, naturally, if I do a study on chiropractic, I'm only going to give the data I want to show. The FDA allows it. So this is also a revolving door between the FDA and the and big pharma. Now, here's something else I wasn't aware of until recently. Fauci, the COVID doctor, America's COVID doctor, was in charge of Moderna. He ran Moderna, so that's kind of, here he works for the federal government, but he used to work for Moderna. So something, question. It's your health. If you believe what you see on TV, have at it, enjoy it, keep taking the pills, keep telling yourself you're healthy. If you want to go off the merry-go-round, try chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Brian McKay, not just a chiropractor. Well, I guess maybe I am just a chiropractor. Stamford, Darien, Norwalk, Canaan. Have a great day. I invite any questions. Thank you.